Clearly, there is no shortage of shotguns on the market, break-open, pumps, and semi-autos. They all have something in common. You have to sacrifice something, end quote. Your single shots and over-unders are reliable, but you sacrifice capacity. Pump actions solve the capacity issue, but they aren't crazy fast. And semi-autos are fast, but can be pretty finicky, and depending on ammo, will not cycle low brass shells and heavy magnums equally. Why build another shotgun in a saturated market? That's the question mark. Well, Savage wanted to do things a little different, okay? It really comes from the problem of semi-autos being great and they're fast, but they're finicky, right? They don't handle low brass shells and heavy magnums all the same. Savage wanted to solve that problem. So you've got low recoiling rounds that maybe won't cycle the bolt carrier all the way to the rear the way that it should. You've got heavy magnums that put too much force into the gun and make it really difficult for a shooter to use, as far as recoil is concerned. And so Savage said, well, let's design something that kind of solves that problem. And they came up with their D.R.I.V gas system. And what it does is it regulates the gas that drives the action. So as the round fires, expanding gases are vented from inside the barrel by two valves that work together to regulate the pressure needed to eject the spent shell. Reading here from a Savage spec sheet, the first action of the D.R.I.V gas system will feel familiar. The valves open and use the energy created by the expanding gases to drive the bolt rearward. This is a time-tested design for semi-autos and one that, in many guns, creates as many problems as it solves. Low recoil shells may lack the energy to cycle the bolt. Magnum loads may dump too much gas into the system, which is hard on the shooter and the gun. So if I could try to simplify that for you, really what is happening is it's regulating the amount of gas flow that cycles the bolt. Pure and simple, that's it. So whether you've got a low recoiling birdshot or you've got a heavy magnum, it's going to operate the action of the shotgun equally, and it's going to kind of tame some of the recoil down a bit on the heavy magnums because it's not forcing all of that energy back into the shooter. It regulates and bleeds off some of that pressure. So there are a couple of major claims here that I wanted to talk about. The main one with the D.R.I.V gas system, that it will cycle everything from low brass shells to heavy magnums and everything in between. So I've got a smattering of different shells here that I'm going to run through the gun and just give you kind of a one-to-one review here of what it will take and what it will not, and we're just going to see if it will actually run smoothly with each of these different types of ammo. Another one of Savage's claims is because that they have fine-tuned the action on the Renegauge, they claim it's crazy fast. The exact quote from the literature here is, "You won't outrun the trigger waiting for a sluggish return." So I'm going to test that. I'm going to put 5 rounds in, and I'm going to run it as fast as I absolutely can, and we'll see if I can outrun the trigger or the system here. The final noteworthy claim here is that you can customize the fit of this shotgun, almost like it were a custom made for you. So it's got spacers for length of pull that can be adjusted. You've got inserts on your cheek piece in order to adjust the height there, and you've also got some additional shims that can be used in order to fine-tune those adjustments, allowing you to get just the right fit and feel on the shotgun. Now, the one that they provided to me for review did not include those pieces. So obviously I wasn't able to test those out for you guys or even give you a video of the length of pull adjustment or the comb height adjustment. Some of the other notable things about the perfect fit of the shotgun, the ergonomics, it's not just about being able to fit it perfectly to the shooter by length of pull and comb height adjustment, although that's super important. They've got different angles, this is all engineering stuff that I do not understand that well, but you've got the drop of the comb so that the shooter's eye can line up with the rib just right. The drop at the heel and the drop at the toe, the drop at the Monte Carlo, the pitch, all these things, work together. Engineers understand what all that is, and I suppose guys that are a lot more well-versed in shotgun shooting as work or a hobby will understand that a little better than I do. What I understand in general terms is, does it fit me, and can I get on target fast, and is it accurate? And I think all of these things work together with the Savage Renegauge to achieve exactly that. It is a nice shotgun, guys. It's not too heavy. It is fast. It is reliable. For guys who are looking for that bit of adjustability that you once only could get from a custom made for the shooter shotgun, for that reliability, where it'll run, 3-inch magnums all the way down to low brass, target type shells reliably in the system. I think the Savage is a pretty good choice. It's definitely worth checking out. Guys, the MSRP on the model that I tested, the waterfowl, is $1,549. Seems like a pretty great option, guys. Hopefully you appreciated the review of the Savage Renegauge today. Take a minute to check out our sponsor, Ventura Munitions. Thanks for your support through Patreon as well. Guys, stay tuned for another great video from TFBTV.